guys! Welcome back to Tita Jackie's channel. So in today's video, I am super excited because this is a continuation of the removal of conditions application. So in this topic, we will be talking about what are the documentation that I have included on my application. If you want to know more about it, keep on watching. Okay guys, so in the last video that I've shown you guys, I have mentioned that I am using a dummy information, okay? So the names that's showing on this cover letter and on this check are not exactly my real name. And yeah, this check is also not our real personal check. I just got a sample check. And in order for me to show you exactly how to fill out your check when you file your application. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. So the first one that I have here is the check. So on this check, I put here U.S. Department of Homeland Security, and the amount is $680. And under the memo, you have to put I-751, removal of conditions, and then your signature. So on the next one that I have here is the cover letter. So on this cover letter, it also indicate what are the documents that I have included on this application. So the first one is the application fee, which is the 680 check, and the second one is the G1145 notification of application or petition acceptance. So this G1145 is just one page, and if you fill out this form, you will be receiving a text message and email once USCIS received your document. So the next one is the original copy of the form 751, which is the removal of conditions. So there's another form, don't get confused. The form that you needed if you are on a K1 visa and you have received a conditional residence card, which is 2 years, your form that needs to fill out is the form I-751. Okay, so the next one is the copy of front and back of your permanent resident card. Okay, the copy of front and back of your permanent resident card. So the next one that I have provided is the evidence of relationship. So the first one is the copy of photos, including captions, dates, and locations. So on the photos, on my previous video, if you haven't checked it out, you can also check it out on how I assemble it. But on the photos, there are some applicants that they use a real photo that they printed out. But on my end, what I did is I printed on a band paper or a short copy of this paper. I put the pictures here, and then I put the dates and the details on when was that taken. All right, so it's up to you. Either way, it works, but yeah, that's how I did with mine. So the next thing that I have included on this application is the copies of our joint federal and state tax return for the last 3 years. So yeah, that's what I did. And then the next one is the copies of our W-2 for the last 3 years. So W-2 is the one that you get every year if you are employed. If you are not employed, there's another one, which is the 1099. You can also include that as a proof of residence if you are filing jointly. Okay, so these documentations that you have to provide are mainly for proof that you have a genuine relationship if you are filing jointly. That is really a good thing. Those are the really important thing when you're filing for removal of conditions. So the W-2s, showing the W-2s is not really showing that you're filing jointly, but it has the headers on it, and it will show that you both have the same address, right? Okay, so the next one is the copies of our joint bank account. So I have submitted 3 current statement, which is the June, July, and August. So On our joint bank account, the crazy thing is I am the main applicant of our bank account. So on our joint bank account, my husband's name is not showing on it because the bank actually put only the principal applicant, but it will show the deposits, like the payroll, because both of our payrolls are going to that account. So yeah, so that will be acceptable because that's what exactly we provided when we filed for the green card, and yeah, they accepted. But yeah, so we provided 3 current 3 months of joint bank statement. So the next one, copies of our credit card statement. So we also provided current 3 months of the credit card statement. So on the credit card statement, it shows my name as an authorized user on that credit card. So the next one that I have provided is the copies of our current residential lease agreement. So that's a lease agreement because we are leasing a duplex here. So if you have a lease agreement for your apartment, or if you have a mortgage statement, if you own, or if you own a house, so yeah, so those are showing both our names on it. So then the next one is a copy of our renter's insurance. So a copy of our renter's insurance has both names on it. So yeah, that's also additional thing that we added. I also added a copy of our car registration showing joint ownership. So we also have the copy of the title that shows both our names on it, and I also provided the insurance of that vehicle that shows our names on it. And then the next one is a copy of our marriage certificate. So I know it doesn't say anything that you have to provide those, but I just provided it. So because USCIS instructions saying that provide more documentation as much as possible. So yeah, to make sure that it's an easy process. Okay, the next one is a copy of report of marriage to the Philippines. So we reported our marriage to the Philippines, so I provided a copy of that report of marriage. So next is the copies of our 401k statements showing spouse as beneficiary. So we have a 401k statement and our spouse showing as beneficiary. So I provided 2 copies of those, one from me and one for my husband. And then I also provided original copies of sworn affidavit. So the sworn affidavit, this was given to me by my friend and my neighbor. So I have a Filipino neighbor, and yeah, they provided me a sworn affidavit. And don't worry, I will be providing another video specifically for the sworn affidavit. I'll also make another video for the cover letter, okay? So please don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that once that video is up, you will get notified, okay? So the next one is the copies of our passport biographic page. So the reason why I provided a copies of our passport, because I have a new passport, which my last name is already my husband's last name. So on the first passport that I have provided, so it shows my my maiden name on it, and then since I renew and I changed the name, that includes my husband's last name. So yeah, I decided to put it. And yeah, so that's exactly what I have provided so far as a proof of relationship. There's a lot of it. Like, look at this, guys. I have a lot of documents that needed to submit. So I'll be submitting these documents by probably the 16th of August. You need to submit this documentation within 90 days before your green card will expire. So my green card will expire on the 15th of October. So I still have some time, but yeah, I will be sending it over. I will be showing you everything, guys, my entire process. I will document everything until I get my green card approved, okay? So please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload, you'll get notified. And yeah, I hope you like this video and I hope you found it informational. Please share it to your friends who is also applying for the removal of conditions. So see you next time, and always remember that you are amazing and you are loved. Bye!